Good Sunday afternoon and evening to you, whenever you choose to watch this video. Hope you're doing well. If this is your first time watching, be sure to hit the subscribe button to the channel. We do videos like this all the time for the state of Michigan, whether it's plain weather, active weather, severe, or winter weather. We got you covered here at Michigan Storm Chasers. Today, we're going to go into depth into what to expect over the next couple of days and also take a peek into a system we're watching for the end of this upcoming week. We have a full forecast package to share with you guys today. This video may go a little bit long, so let's go ahead and dive right on into the forecast package. So, title screen here, we are going to be looking at windy conditions tomorrow as well as potential for a snow squall. Key points today, very windy tomorrow, like I just mentioned. Also, snow squall for tomorrow. A warmer pattern is here for a while, and a potential system for Friday. That's going to be the main focus of today's video. Starting with current alerts out there, we have numerous counties under a wind advisory. I would not be shocked. I'm making this video as of 3:08 p.m. here on Sunday afternoon. Would not be shocked by the time I'm done making this video or by the time you're watching this or perhaps later this evening. They may issue those for those other counties here. I wouldn't be shocked for the entire state to be under a wind advisory for tomorrow. We'll get into gusts and stuff like that here in just a second. But overall, NWS, the National Weather Service, has went ahead and issued wind advisories for basically the entire state, minus those counties still in gray. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the expectation. Here is a model for tomorrow showing wind gusts. We have the entire state in a green or yellowish orange color. The green is between 40 and 50 miles per hour. The yellow is 50 to 60 miles per hour there. We're seeing a wide area of Michigan in a contour area for 40 to 50 mile per hour winds, with some locations getting close to about that. We're going to say 55, maybe 60 miles per hour in spots off of the lake. So overall, windy tomorrow. The wind will pick up tomorrow morning around sunrise. It'll continue all day, peaking around Monday afternoon, and then it'll continue to gust through the evening. By the time Tuesday morning gets around, we'll be looking at much calmer conditions. But the overall takeaway tomorrow is it's very windy. Secure any loose objects you have, including your trash cans. It's going to be quite a gusty day. One of the gustier days that we've seen here in the past couple of weeks. So with that being said, moving on to potential for some snow. We had mentioned some snow squalls as a possibility here. Now, looking at the model here, I didn't get this fully added in until just now. So we're kind of watching. If you look up to the north there, up by, Mackinac, and it spreads all the way into Canada, we're watching a big, long snow squall, we're going to call it, that's going to drop south tomorrow afternoon and evening. This model here is Monday at 4 p.m., and that's entering the lower peninsula of Michigan. Now, with these winds combining with that snow squall, it may lead to whiteout conditions, deteriorating road conditions as well. Overall, just going to keep an eye on that. And if anything does look to happen out of it, we'll post on our page about it. But right now, we're going to watch that very closely. Additionally, we do have lake effect snow that will pick up, as well as some system snow, a clipper system that moves through. The model here is showing some snow for the UP especially, as well as northern lower Michigan. The HRRR here is showing localized swaths of 8 or so inches. I don't really think that's going to happen. It's a low probability, not zero probability, but overall, I think most of the accumulation here will be between 2 and 4, maybe 5 or 6 in spots, very localized for the eastern UP. Further south in northern lower, we're looking at basically a 2 to 4 zone. And then further south, notice how we have this gray color all the way down to about the 94 corridor. That is because of that snow squall. If that snow squall, which is low confidence of making it that far south, but if it does make it down that far, it may be impactful for the freeways like I-96, I-94, and US 23 or 127. Just overall, keep an eye on that very closely here. Our forecast for snow here is as follows. We're going white for snow showers. That's just to account for potential snow squall pushing south across the state late tomorrow evening, all the way down to about the 94 corridor. But further north in the aqua and the blue colors there, trace to 2 inches in aqua and then 2 to 4 in the blue color. And that could go localized higher with our last call, which comes out tomorrow morning. So stay tuned for that. I know the models are kind of starting to ramp up on the higher amount, so we may adjust based on what we see tomorrow, but right now a good 2 to 4 inches from about Grand Marais over to Sault Ste. Marie down to about Grayling, Gaylord areas should be the expectation. But in terms, going kind of backwards here, in terms of the wind gusts for tomorrow, we are looking at statewide gusts up to 50 miles per hour here. Combining with those snow potential, it could cause blizzard-like conditions. And I say that, I don't say that lightly. I say that just because when we have these heavier winds and we have some snow showers, it's just going to cause low visibility conditions that may be blizzard-like, especially up there for northern, lower, in the eastern UP. But otherwise, winds like this may cause power outages in spots as well as tree damage and stuff like that. So overall, across the entire state tomorrow, especially tomorrow afternoon as these winds peak, do expect there to be some amount of impacts, especially for areas that are prone to power outages. And if you have any weaker trees, they may have some damage like tree limbs falling off and stuff like that. So with that being said, going back to that potential snow squall we showed right here, we're going to go ahead and time this out with our timing map just because this could be impactful in terms of travel conditions. So we expect it to arrive north to south, starting in the UP and then ending potentially as far south there as the Ohio-Indiana borders. So the white zone correlates to the colors on the bottom left of your screen there. 2 to 4 p.m. should be the arrival. In yellow zones, 3 to 5. Green is 4 to 6. Blue is 5 to 7. Purple is 7 to 10. And then orange, if it makes it that far south, would be after 10 p.m. or so. That is your snow squall timing map earliest arrival time. And again, we're only highlighting this just because this snow squall may be impactful in terms of travel. We've seen it time and time again where we have We've seen it time and time again. We've had major pileups occur with these situations. Just last night, we had accidents with these types of snow squall conditions. So we're just going to try to get the word out there as best as possible with you guys in terms of what to expect with this snow squall. Now, in terms of your travel and traffic forecast here, we're going red up there in northern lower. That's to account for number one, the snow squall, but number two, the ongoing snow. Going back here to the snow forecast, this will fall between late Monday evening and early Tuesday morning. Outside of that snow squall, lake effect snow and some system snow will combine for about 12 to 24 hours worth of snowfall. So with that being said, up there in northern lower, we'll have the highest impacts. Further south there in yellow, we're going medium impacts, and that's just to account for that snow squall that may push as far south as a 94 corridor. If we need to adjust anything majorly, we'll have an updated forecast out for you guys. But overall, this is the expectation for lower Michigan. For the UP, the eastern half will be the most impacted there in red, and then further to the west around the Marquette and points down towards Schoolcraft County, looking at medium impacts. And if you're further west, low to no impacts with just snow showers expected. That is your next about 24 to 36 hour forecast here. So let's go ahead and dive into the future here. This day is Sunday. Let's go ahead and look into the future in terms of what to expect for the upcoming week. Starting with the temperature pattern here for the next several days here, based out of Detroit, Michigan. We're going to have a warming trend into the weekend. To that point, we're watching a system for that Friday, Saturday time frame. We're looking at 41 for a high on Saturday. I just noticed I cut off the dates at the very bottom. I apologize for that. But luckily, we do have 7-day forecasts made here. So here is Southeast Michigan's 7-day forecast. Starting tomorrow, 36 degrees. You can kind of read through it here if you want to. Pause it. Watching a system again for that Friday, Saturday time frame. But overall, a very pleasant week, especially the first couple of days here. Thursday will be the warmest day with some sun there. We could get into the low to mid 40s for portions of Southeast Michigan. Going up to the northern lower peninsula, we're looking at snow today and also, snow for Monday and also Tuesday. We may have some snow showers linger into Wednesday, but then again, Thursday, Friday looks to be the warmest days of the week with some sun popping out there before we watch the system potentially moving in for that late Friday, early Saturday for you guys. For West Michigan, we're looking at, again, similar pattern to Southeast Michigan and northern lower. We're seeing the light PM snow potentially for tomorrow, windy all across the state. Then we're going to have a pleasant early to midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with Thursday being the warmest. We're going to, again, 40 or 41 again for West Michigan. And then potential system for Friday, Saturday there. Last but not least, Upper Peninsula here, going snow for the first 3 days of the week there. And again, a little bit of a warm up for Thursday, going 34 degrees there. We're back into below freezing conditions there with a potential for precip centered around the weekend time frame. Speaking of that system for the weekend, we have our both major models, GFS, the American model, and also the European, the Euro model, showing a potential system here for Friday and Saturday. Now, I do notice here, I just forgot to change the day on the right side of the panel there. I have Sunday, Monday, but it's actually Friday and Saturday the system is looking to move through. So my apologies about that. But overall, we're kind of keeping a close eye on this. Temperatures will likely be too warm to at least start as snow. But if they can fall, which the models do show potential falling pattern with our temperatures, we may turn to a mix, perhaps even some snow when all is said and done. So overall, we're going to highlight potential for a messy system for our Friday and Saturday timeframe. Specifics are just not yet known. We'll hope to get those nailed down by midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday timeframe. But just overall, plan for a potential rain, snow, and or mix maker here for your Friday and Saturday timeframes. Going into the future, we're going to the next 5 to, or should I say 6 to 10 day outlook of temperatures here. The eastern half of the U.S. remains in above average probabilities, including Michigan here. So we're going to be looking at above average conditions as highlighted here by the 7-day forecast that will continue into the first part of February before we look to see perhaps a cool down for our mid-February timeframe. We're not going to highlight that just yet. It's just starting to show up on models here, but overall, next 10 to 15 days or so will be average to above average in terms of our temperatures. With that being said, that is the forecast package for today. So just kind of recapping, wind tomorrow, wind advisories are in effect for basically the entire state of Michigan. Would not be shocked if they add other counties here by the time I'm making this video or by the time you watch this. But overall, counties in tan do have that wind advisory. Potential snow squall for tomorrow. We're watching that as it's going to drop south during the late afternoon, early evening. Timing map is right here for you guys. And then in terms of actual wind gusts, we are looking at 40 to roughly 50, 55 miles per hour across a good chunk of Michigan. With that being said, that is your forecast package. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Before I hop out of here, give a shout out to our sponsor. As sponsors keep us rolling here at Michigan Storm Chasers, we always love to shout our sponsors out. Today, we are going to go with StormGuard, roofing and construction based out of Macomb and Oakland counties, as well as North Detroit metro areas. They do roofing and construction needs for your home. 248-985-3239. Thank you to StormGuard for helping support our operations here at Michigan Storm Chasers. With that being said, I will catch you guys tomorrow on another YouTube update video here at Michigan Storm Chasers.